Fix your credit scores with these tips by howtogrowcredit.com.
While you watch this video, please consider subscribing. If you like this content, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and feel free to comment down below with any comments and questions. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you have a YouTube channel, let us know that you followed us and we'll follow you back. Let's grow together. When the video ends, make sure to check out our list of credit building links below. And you can get up to 2 free stocks with Webull. One valued between $2.50 through $250, and the second valued between $12 and $1,400. Then, take a look at the rest of the content on this channel and our website howtogrowcredit.com, both with new content added daily.
Is your credit report keeping you up at night? The sound advice above will help you repair your credit and ease your mind. Financing a home is not always an easy task, especially when you have less than perfect credit. FHA loans are good options in these circumstances because the federal government guarantees them. You may even be able to secure your down payment and closing costs through an FHA loan. It depends on if you qualify. The first step in credit score improvement is to build a commitment to adhere to it. You must be willing to implement changes in the way you spend money. Only buy the things that are needed. If you have credit cards with balances that are greater than 50% of the maximum, you should pay those down as quickly as possible. It's best to keep all of your credit cards below the 50% mark. You should keep your balances under 50%, anything over this and you can lower your credit rating, so spread out the money you own and pay down your credit cards. With a good credit score, you can easily buy a house and mortgage it. You will get a better credit score by paying your mortgage payment on time. When you own your own home, it shows that you have assets and financial stability. This will also be useful if you end up needing to borrow funds. If your credit history has put you in the position where you are not able to obtain a regular credit card, applying for a secured credit card is an option. If you use it correctly, it will help improve your credit standing. Never trust a business or person who offers to clear up your credit for a price. Especially if it is correct information they say they can remove. This information can stay on your record for about 7 years. It is possible to have erroneous information removed from your report, however. You can keep your interest rates by working to keep your credit rating. This should make your payments easier and allow you to pay off your debt a lot quicker. Make sure you do your research before deciding to go with a particular credit counselor. There are some legit counselors, and there are some that have ulterior motives. Some are not legitimate. You should research any counseling service you are considering before initiating communications with them. Credit score. Make sure to have as low as possible of a credit line available to you. By doing this, it will stabilize you in your financial boundaries instead of letting you extend beyond what you really should. A good credit score should allow you to get home. Making mortgage payments will also help your credit score even more. This is helpful in case you end up needing to borrow funds. When looking over your credit report, look closely at the negative report that is listed. Even if a charge held against you is legitimate, any problems with its details, like the date or the amount owed, could make the entire entry invalid and eligible for removal. You can lower your debt by refusing to acknowledge the part of your debt that has been accrued by significantly high interest rates if you are being charged more than you should be. Creditors are skirting aspects of the law when they hit you exorbitant interest rates. You did sign a contract that you would pay off all interests as well as the debt. You need to be able to prove the interest rate charged exceeded your lenders. If getting a new line of credit is vital to your credit repair efforts, look into joining a credit union. Credit unions are normally located in communities and offer lower interest rates than national banks. You must pay your bills off on time. This is very important. Your FICO score will increase immediately after you pay the bills that are consistently paying back your debts. Take a look at credit card bills to make sure that every item is one you have charged. If there are mistakes, call the company. If the errors are not fixed, they could get reported to the major credit rating agencies. Contact your creditors to request a reduction in your credit limit. Not only can this tactic prevent you from getting yourself in over your head with debt, but it will be reflected in your credit score because it shows that you are responsible with your credit. Make sure you will get a plan in writing if you decide a payment plan is the best option for you with your creditor. Having the plan in writing will protect you if the creditor reneges on the plan or if your debt is transferred to another creditor. Finally, when it is paid in full, get documentation thereof to submit to credit agencies. Joining a credit union is a great way to build your credit if you are having a hard time doing so elsewhere. When you start fixing your credit, pay down balances on the credit cards as soon as you can. Pay down your cards that have the highest interest and largest balances first. This will show responsibility to creditors. To start repairing your credit, focus on closing all accounts except one. You may be able to transfer balances to your open account. This allows you to pay off a single account rather than many smaller ones. To protect yourself from credit card fraud, it is essential that you carefully review each monthly statement from your credit card companies. Go through line by line for accuracy, and to prevent getting charged for an item or service you did not get. You are the only one that can verify if everything on there is the way it should be. Check over your credit bill each month to ensure that there's no incorrect information. If there are late fees you don't deserve, you need to call the company right away to avoid them from reporting it to credit reporting agencies. If you are trying to fix your credit, be aware of lawyers who claim to instantly fix your credit. Due to the huge amount of people with credit problems, lawyers have emerged and offer to repair credit for a huge fee, and most of the repair is illegal or useless. Make sure any credit repair service you consider has a positive standing with the BBB. If you wheel and deal and get a new payment plan, it is important to request a copy of the agreement in writing. After you have paid off your debt, request appropriate documentation that confirms your zero balance. To start the process of credit repair, it is wise to seek new credit as a way to re-establish yourself. Because it does not carry the risk of late payments that would hurt your credit score, getting a prepaid credit card will give you a very safe way to employ credit. This will show potential lenders that you are responsible and creditworthy. The most it will do is draw further attention to negative reports on your credit history. If you are having trouble creating or sticking with a budget, then you need to get in contact with a reliable credit counseling organization. Agents at these organizations can negotiate with creditors to set up payment plans for your debt, and they will teach you how to dig out and stay out of debt over time. It will also teach you about how to use finances in general, as well as how to be responsible for past obligations. Try not to use your cards only for purchases you can afford to pay off. Pay with cash instead. If you must use your credit card, be prepared to pay off the balance at the end of the month or as soon as possible. Erase your debt. One thing creditors will look at is what your total debt is about your income. Your debt-to-income ratio is part of the formula used to calculate your credit. The higher it is, the more you are viewed as a risk. You are not likely to be able to pay off the debt in full right away, so you should make a plan to repay in a timely fashion and follow that schedule. Collection agencies. Make a thorough inspection of your credit report to search for any possible errors. Mistakes or errors in your file can cause issues for your credit. If you can prove that a given discrepancy is invalid, file a credit dispute, and the offending mark will get removed after a while. Debt collection agencies can be the most stressful part of having a bad credit crisis. Even when the phone calls from collection agencies have stopped, the individual is still responsible for paying the disputed debt. Debt consolidation programs are one option that can help you get your credit in order, but that should only be used as a last resort. With one simple debt payment, it will be easier for you to manage your finances and get out of debt. This should help you keep track of how much you are spending and not forget anything. Be very careful about credit professionals who state that they can instantly fix your credit. Since a lot of people go through credit problems, there are a lot of businesses that have popped up to take advantage of the situation. Research any lawyer advertising credit improvement services before handing over any money. Make the minimum monthly payments on your credit cards when trying to improve your credit. Anytime you have a late payment on any account, it will be reported to the credit agencies. At the very least, pay the minimum to avoid problems. Prepaid or secured credit cards can help you to break bad spending and repayment habits. This approach will indicate to others that you appear responsible for future potential lenders. Keep checking and savings account active. This will show your creditors that you can manage your finance successfully and that you have a steady income. Keeping your accounts in great order without having excessive overdraft charges or any bounced checks will show responsibility to any potential lenders. Credit score. The fastest way to start repairing credit is by paying off debts that are already outstanding. If you still have unpaid debt, repairing your credit will be a lot of trouble. Opening additional lines of credit negatively affect your credit score. When you are at the checkout, politely reject the offer. As soon as you open your new credit card, your credit score drops. If you are honest with collection agencies, they may work with you to resolve your debts. Explain how much you can pay, and when you can pay it. Don't forget that negotiating is always an option. Talk to creditors to try using alternate payment plans directly to figure out a different way to pay your bill if you cannot afford your monthly payments. It's important to look at your credit report at least once a year. Look for any large balances, as well as missed payments, and be sure to rectify those first. Once you have checked for mistakes, you can set about to fix the damage. Put all extra money towards paying off the account with the highest interest, and only pay the minimum on all other debts. The first step to maintaining or improving your credit score is to make sure that your bills promptly. Setting up payment reminders will help you remember to make your payments on time. There are a variety of ways to set up reminders. Retain low credit card balances. By carrying a high balance, your credit score will suffer, even if you make timely payments every month. Paying everything on time is key to a good credit score repair. Pay the minimum if you have to, but try to send something in. One little forgotten payment can negatively impact your score. A great tip for people who are looking to repair their credit is to take out new credit and pay it off quickly. This way, you can show that you are more responsible and get back into positive standing. Keeping your accounts in good standing is a signal of responsibility to any potential lenders. The number one method of successful credit improvement is paying off any debts that are already outstanding. Credit counseling is a sound first step if you need credit restoration. Be prepared to give money to people you owe and to make significant payments every month. Paying off your unpaid bills is a good way to repair your credit. There are also credit counseling places that can help you. For instance, you can hurt your score if you only keep your balance above $1,800 when your card has a $2,000 limit, even if you make your payments on time. As you have seen, no longer does your credit does not have to be something that keeps you up at night. You can stitch up your credit and make it just like new. By learning from these tips, you can have the credit report of your dreams.
Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to check out the rest of the content on this channel and our website howtogrowcredit.com, both with new content added daily. Also, check out our list of credit building links below. If you like free, you can get a free stock valued at $2.50 to $250 from Webull by signing up with our affiliate link in the description. Deposit $100 into your Webull account within 30 days to get a second free stock valued $12 to $1,400. If you are ready to get started building your credit, we recommend the Discover It card. Use our link in the description to get a $50 statement credit just by using your card in the first 3 months. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Not only does it help us make new content for you, but it also tells YouTube to share this content with others. How to grow credit. Steps to grow your credit score.